Hello, everyone. Okay, if you just joined me, I do apologize. There was something wrong with the sound. Can I just get a confirmation that you can hear me? Because I don't know what's going on with the sound today. We are usually fine. We haven't had sound issues for a while, and now things seem to be playing up. So, oh, are we okay? You can hear me. Fantastic. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. I think it was just StreamYard. Oh gosh, how annoying. All right, well, let's just get to it. Sorry, no intro music today. We'll just get straight into it. And it was going to be a short podcast anyway. Thank you so much for coming back. Very sorry about that. Anyway, yes, Megan was out and about and with someone rather interesting. But before we get to that, just another reminder this Thursday, those of you in the UK, please do not miss it. Phone hacking documentary starring Harry and many other celebrities and individuals who were caught up in the phone hacking scandal, 9 p.m. on ITV. And I will try to get some kind of live stream for those of you who don't live in the UK. But of course, we will have updates straight after the podcast. But today, Megan was spotted. Well, I don't actually know when these photos were taken, but these are brand new photos of Megan out and about in Cali, um, with a friend, or we don't know if they're friends, but she was seen with, um, gosh, hang on a sec, I need to get her name. I've forgotten her name. The lady who played Annie in Father of the Bride, the famous 90s movie Father of the Bride. She was spotted out at lunch with her. Oh, yes, Miss Kimberly Williams Paisley famously played Annie in the Father of the Bride movie alongside Steve Martin. So I don't know if they've gotten close as friends or whether they're working on something together business wise. Obviously, Megan is a producer now. She's a producer. She, RO is coming out, so obviously, that product is probably going to be endorsed by others, or she might have other people featuring on her show. Who knows? Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if this is the result of a project, or maybe they've just somehow become friends, which is um great. And what I love is that, as much as we love seeing the Sussexes, that they also get to have their own private lives and build their friendships and connections where unfortunately they couldn't be built when they were living in the UK, because if you are part of the British royal family, you are literally not meant to have friends. You're not meant to have um anyone outside of that royal circle, because having friends, having connections with others helps you to gain a sense of independence and a sense of person and being an individuality outside of the institution. And they can't be having that because they need to be able to control you. Cinderella, she's married to Brad Paisley. Is that the country singer? Is he a country singer? Yes, Megan looking very Cali chic, and this has always been her style. If you look at pictures of Megan, even back in the day, this is a very classic, um, easy, chic Megan style. Minimalist, quiet luxury, understated. You could find this exact same look in H&M. Um, so yeah, that was the main update for today. Also, somebody posted this online. um Spot the difference. We have the king of the Netherlands giving a speech, and our British king giving a speech. Let's see. King of the Netherlands, no $5 billion crown, just wearing a normal suit, and his wife there looking extraordinarily elegant. I mean, that is a stunning coat, hat and gloves, just very elegant, stylish. I mean, I would wear that coat. I like to be very glamorous just for no reason, and I would wear that coat. just very modern and stylish. No frills. They don't have like 100 staff all around them. Just get to the business and read out whatever speech you need to read out. And if only for optics, because I am not any type of monarchist, regardless of the country, at least you can see with the other royals on mainland Europe seem to be making a conscious effort to be more modern and more conscious effort to have difficult conversations about the past and just really reading the room. You can see the other royals are reading the room. So if only for optics, they are trying and have done for some time, I think, to just tone it down. I don't see that happening with our royals here in the UK. Um, Stephen Black, who said, please check to see if you are subscribed. For some reason, I was unsubscribed. Yeah, sometimes YouTube has glitches like that. I can't really sit here and say, oh, it's just my channel or something going on with my channel. It's just where YouTube is sometimes. If you find also with things like notifications aren't coming up, maybe just try unsubscribing, subscribing again, and switching on notifications. That's all I can tell you to do because it's definitely not something that is exclusive to my channel. Unfortunately, YouTube is a major platform and they do have these glitches. So I'm very sorry about that. Um, let's have a look. All right. Yeah, so was that rather funny picture? Now, of course, yesterday it was breaking news. Joe Biden stepped down from the um race for president for re-election. And as always, the Simpsons pretty much predicted this. They predicted Trump. So maybe, just maybe, let's cross our fingers. They will they got this prediction right as well, and we will have our first female president of the United States. All jokes aside, this is a rather serious issue. Try to add some lightheartedness to it, but it is a serious issue, and I just really hope that America makes the right decision in November. And please just remember, as irritating as politics is, and I say this as someone who's, mind you, very anti-establishment. I think anybody that's listened to my podcast long enough knows that you are not just voting for the individual who's going to be elected president, you are voting for the whole party, you are voting for policies that are going to come underneath that party. So please put whatever feelings you have about the individual aside and do the right thing and get the right candidate in for the United States, because it's not just going to affect America, it's going to affect the world if Trump gets in. Um, and this is what you're voting for. You're either voting for somebody who's an actual prosecutor who has, been in politics for a long time, who understands things like foreign policy, who understands how to be just how to be cordial, how to present herself, um actually understands what it means to be in office, and a convicted felon who was running around saying he wants to grab women by the pee. Like, this is literally your choice. Like, it's a choice not obvious, but obviously to the Trump fanatics who are basically in a cult at this point, turning their ears into tissue burritos and making a martyr of this individual, the choice unfortunately is not obvious for them. And the picture that you can see, that is from Beyonce. She sent Kamala a bouquet of flowers. She said, Kamala, thank you for choosing to lead in a time of great uncertainty, believing in what can be, unburdened by what has been. We stand with you, love B. Um, and I think since yesterday, the money raised for Kamala has topped something like $80 million. So a lot of money. A lot of people swinging into action. And so hopefully we can get some kind of results. Good results from this. I do generally think it's going to be very, very close, which is why for our American friends, please do get out and vote. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, UK politicians who should be focusing on the UK seem to be sticking their noses into this as well. One of them being Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage, head of Reform UK, which is a far right wing party here in the UK that got 4 million 4 million votes and 5 seats, saying that the Democrats won't get rid of a black African woman when referring to Kamala Harris, who is half Jamaican, half Indian, and American. I mean, that just shows you, if you didn't already know who Nigel Farage is, who he is. Ridiculous. It's like they're not even hiding it anymore. It's also come out that Trump and Ivanka once actually donated to Kamala Harris to the tune of about let's see, five, six, about $7,000 or $8,000 back in 2014. I think she should run some kind of like sarcastic, snarky advert where she's like, "Well, you voted for me then. Sorry, you supported me. Vote for me then. Support me now." just, just to be, just to be petty. But yes, here are the receipts. Receipts. Oh gosh. Yes, $81 million in 24 hours. Incredible. I'm actually surprised at the. We are, by the way, for those of you who aren't in the UK, we are getting blanket coverage of the US election. Blanket. Oh, is it someone's birthday? Reba? Happy birthday, Reba. Happy birthday to you. Yes, Patricia, I'm with her, Madame Kamala. Um, um, Antoinette, you said yes because the US does not want to be another Brexit, and Project 2025 is not a joke. Well, you know what? I was having this conversation with someone the other day, and I think that Project 2025 is a name they have given it now, and is something that they are accelerating at this point in time. But as far as I'm concerned, there's always been a Project 2025. There's always been an effort to roll back civil rights, to roll back women's rights. It's just now in this moment it's accelerated. So you can see it and they can give it a name. But it's always been there. It's been a slow march towards this. And that's why you can never take your hand off the wheel when it comes to democracy. Because the efforts to take away your rights are always there. As far as I'm concerned, there's always been a Project 2025. Like, this isn't new. But I think people can see it now and it's accelerating, and you've got certain judges in the Supreme Court. So it's just become more obvious and apparent. But it's always been there. Don't even go there with Farage, dreadful man. Listen, his day is coming. And now that him and his party are actually now that they've actually got seats in parliament, they're going to be under more scrutiny than ever, especially when it comes to the financials of their party. I think that's what's really going to bring them down. That's what actually brought down the last far right party, the BNP. The BNP are like the OG of reform, and it was, incidentally enough, it was actually giving them the platform that they had been denied for so long because of their views and their finances that actually brought down the party. So sometimes it actually pays to give the full a stage, because after so much protest and people not wanting to give them that stage, well, what happened? They got it. Those of you who are in the UK, you will remember this. They finally, the BNP, which was a former far right party, they got the stage that they wanted, and guess what? They exposed themselves as fools, and that was the end of it. And I think the exact same thing is going to happen to Farage and Reform UK. Reform UK, which, mind you, is just UKIP rebranded. So don't be too annoyed, because eventually they get what's coming to them. All right. I didn't. Oh yes, one last thing that I want to say. Yes, Jeremy Vine. Jeremy Vine. Sorry, sticking slightly to the US election, bringing a bit of royalness into it. Jeremy Vine, who is always awful and who has been consistently awful and basically used his show as a hate machine towards Harry and Meghan to churn out vitriol towards our faves. He tweeted this, and he's now deleted this because he got so much heat. So yesterday he tweeted, "A bad day for Joe Biden, but this one in 1972 must have been worse." Soon after he was first elected Delaware Senator in November 72, a car crash killed his wife and infant daughter and badly hurt his two young sons, who were sworn in at their bedside in hospital. How insensitive, how ridiculous must you be to even think about tweeting this, let alone actually doing it? This guy must have researched, he must have gone and researched the years this happened. He went and found these exact pictures. He typed this whole thing up. And at no point in all of this does he stop and think, you know what, I probably shouldn't tweet this. This is a bad idea. At no point does he go, this is a bit insensitive. And he wouldn't, because he's never held accountable to anything that he says. And people came after him. Why would you even bring this up? We know this happened. We know it was tragic. I mean, I didn't even see Biden opponents tweeting this type of stuff. But you, a TV presenter from the United Kingdom, decides to post this? Are you okay? These people are not okay. Helen, you remember well, Anne. Oh, yes. I remember the downfall of the BNP very well. What a time it was. Yes, me fan. I mean, poor taste doesn't even begin to describe what this is. Poor taste, tone deaf, all of the above. Anyway, not to linger on anything too negative. Meghan was out the house and we got to see her. That's the most important thing of today. Meghan came out the house and we got to see her. No, but for real, like I always say, I'm glad that for the most part the Sussexes get to actually live a private life. Yeah, these deranged, crazy media people are losing it. They're getting less and less of Harry and Meghan. So, they haven't got as much material for them to spin hate. So now all of that is being projected into other places. Yes, Dorothy, when someone shows you who they are, absolutely believe them. All right, anywho, I didn't want to make today too much of a long podcast. We got pretty pictures of Meghan. We were fed. And, like I said, get out and vote, Americans. Tell your friends to vote. And, yeah, let's get the screaming orange outside. Or let's make sure that the screaming orange does not get into office. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, folks. I will see you tomorrow. Ciao.
I don't know how or how you do it. You blow my mind without a word. Ooh, stuck upside down. I might be dreaming. There's no way back now. Take every inch of my body. Wanna dance with you all night long. Dive in, babe, you know this. Come on, show me what you got. 'Cause I don't care if they think we're meant to be falling in love with you. I'll do it again and again and again and again. Why would I fight the things I'm feeling? Rather space out here next to you. Ooh, like astronauts, we're in the night sky and we won't come down. Make every inch of my body wanna dance with you all night long. Dive in, babe, you know we can't stop this. Come on and show me what you got. 'Cause I don't